So you want to become a millionaire? Everyone's telling you to read books, but let's be real, nobody's got time for that, right? Between the hustle, the side hustle, and trying to catch a break, reading a whole stack of books can feel impossible. Luckily, over my years in business, I've gone through hundreds of books, weeding out the fluff and finding the gold. And let me tell you, there are 40 books that have absolutely changed my life and made a real difference in my journey to financial freedom. So in this video, I'm doing you a solid. I'm condensing all those crucial money-making lessons from those 40 books into one easy-to-digest video. This book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, was a game-changer for me. It shows how phrases like, money is the root of all evil, program us to think negatively about wealth. If I'd read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind sooner, I would have recognized those negative thought patterns way earlier and gotten rid of them. The psychology of money is all about control. It dives deep into the idea that real financial freedom isn't about being flashy, it's about having the freedom to do what you want, when you want, without worrying about money. It also makes a really interesting distinction between being rich and being wealthy. Wealth is what you don't see. It's about delaying gratification and building a solid foundation for the future. The magic of thinking big was a real eye-opener. It talks about how so many people sabotage themselves by setting their goals way too low. They limit their potential before they even start. Now, I'm not saying that just thinking big is going to magically make you rich. You got to put in the work, but it's definitely the crucial first step. Chapter 4. The Winner Effect. This book dives into the science behind winning, showing a link between success and higher testosterone levels. Winning increases the testosterone receptors in your brain, making you even more likely to win in the future. That's why setting small, achievable goals and celebrating those little wins every day is so powerful. Chapter 5. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow. Rich is a classic for a reason. There's this one story in the book about a commander facing impossible odds who burns their own ships, leaving no escape plan. This forces his soldiers to fight with everything they've got, and they end up winning against all odds. Chapter 6. Unscripted. Unscripted challenges. The idea that we need to follow society's script for success. Get a job, work your way up the ladder, retire comfortably. To break free from that, you need to learn how to manage stress and take control of your own life. Chapter 7. The Essence of Success. This book helped me change my perspective on stress. It talks about how all the water in a massive fog can fit into a single glass. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I imagine drinking that glass of water, using that stress as fuel to push me forward. Chapter 8. Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is all about building small, consistent habits that lead to big results over time. One of the most helpful things I learned from this book is a technique called habit stacking. It's about pairing a new habit with an existing one so you're more likely to stick with it. Chapter 9. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This book stresses the importance of having a clear vision for your life, knowing where you're going, and thinking about how you want to be remembered. That always gives me an extra boost of motivation, knowing that my actions today are shaping my legacy. But it's not just about thinking big, it's about taking action. Chapter 10. The 12-week year presents a really interesting concept. Treat each year as if it were only 12 weeks long. This creates a sense of urgency and helps you get stuff done. It's a reminder that short-term discomfort often leads to long-term gain. Chapter 11. The Art of Getting Things Done is all about taking control of your tasks and your time. The book emphasizes the importance of not relying on your brain to remember everything. Instead, write everything down, capture those tasks in a notebook or on your phone. Essentialism is a powerful reminder that every time we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else. Chapter 13. This book challenges the idea that you need to find your passion to be successful. The author found that most people became passionate about their work as they got better at it, as they developed their skills and became masters of their craft. The unfair advantage argues that to succeed in a world that's inherently unfair, you need to play to your strengths. Figure out what you're naturally good at, what comes easily to you, and then double down on those skills. Chapter 15. This book is all about developing a unique set of skills, a combination that's almost impossible to replicate. Chapter 16. Steal like an artist. This chapter encourages you to draw inspiration from multiple sources and combine them in your own unique way, creating something entirely new. Chapter 17. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is a classic personal finance book that teaches a fundamental lesson. There's a big difference between an asset and a liability. Understanding this distinction is key to building wealth. Chapter 18. The Compound Effect. This book uses a powerful analogy of a penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days. It highlights the power of consistency and the magic of compound interest. Chapter 19. The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. This book makes the case that trying to time the market is a fool's errand. You're better off investing in the entire market through low-cost index funds. Chapter 20. The Intelligent Investor. This is a classic investment book by Benjamin Graham, who was Warren Buffett's mentor. One of the key takeaways is to think of the market as this entity called Mr. Market, who offers you different prices for your stocks every day based on his mood swings. The key is to not let Mr. Market's emotions dictate your investment decisions. Chapter 21. One Up on Wall Street. This book argues that everyday investors can have an advantage over Wall Street pros if they have deep knowledge about a particular company or industry. Cash Flow Quadrant outlines 4 different ways to earn money: as an employee, a self-employed person, a business owner, or an investor. The 4-hour workweek emphasizes the importance of relative income over absolute income. Sometimes earning less but having more control over your time can be more valuable than a high-paying job that consumes your life. 0 to 1 is all about building the future, creating something truly new and innovative. Disrupt You encourages you to think like an entrepreneur, to constantly look for ways to improve things and solve problems. The Lean Startup is a practical guide to building and launching a successful startup. Blue Ocean Strategy is all about creating your own market, finding a space where there's little to no competition. Oversubscribed is all about creating a sense of scarcity and exclusivity around your product or service. Breakthrough Advertising teaches you how to create advertising that truly resonates with your target audience. Influence. The Psychology of Persuasion explores the psychological principles behind why people say yes. Never Split the Difference is a negotiation guide written by a former FBI hostage negotiator. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a timeless classic on the art of building relationships. Pitch. Anything provides a framework for crafting and delivering compelling pitches. Start with Why argues that the most successful leaders and organizations are driven by a clear sense of purpose. The 48 Laws of Power is a controversial but insightful book on the nature of power. The E-Myth challenges the common misconception that starting a business is all about being passionate about a particular product or service. Chapter 37. Profit First. Profit First is a cash management system for small businesses. The book teaches you how to prioritize profit by setting aside a percentage of your revenue before paying expenses. Good to Great is a study of what makes companies go from being good to being truly great. The Fourth Turning is a historical analysis that identifies recurring cycles in history. The Changing World Order explores the rise and fall of great powers throughout history. Alright guys, that's a wrap on our 40 books that will make you a millionaire breakdown. I hope you got as much out of these incredible reads as I did. Remember, knowledge is power, but only if you put it into action. Now I've got another video lined up for you right up there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Okay, see you over there.